Now, I have been trying to push strongly for being optimist because I believe that it is optimism that the one that is going to take us to the next level. And just in case you don't believe me, I would say that the optimist sees opportunity in every challenge, while the pessimist, none of you, so only some of the panelists, see a challenge in every opportunity. But seriously speaking, I think that it was great. We started some of the sessions by putting the word future into what's going on. And I think that we cannot conclude if it's an inflection point right now, or this is just an accelerated trend. But there are many interesting new things happening. And I hope that you all have a complete set of takeaways. I mean, I have my own, and I'm sure that you have yours, but things repeat over time. I mean, from the first session, we saw that nothing of this is really new. Many things are repeating again and again, even though new words, new basically ideas are circulating, but the overall context is the same. And then so from the finance world, which is the first session we wanted to have by design, because that's where the funding comes, to the second one, which is where the money goes, which is the infrastructure, to the third one, the one that we are nervous about, the artificial intelligence. But all this was great. And then we have the final view from Moises. So I hope that you share with us the optimism moving forward. And this is just being the beginning of what's coming next. And now Anil is going to tell you what is coming next, because stay tuned.
Thanks, Ricardo, for that brief synopsis. The secretary is on her way, so we're going to actually shorten our remarks a little bit. But before I start, I was going to actually attribute Moise to a quote I'm going to give right now. So Moise and I were discussing a couple of days ago, and we said, the business CEO now needs to not only know how to run a company, but also know how to use ChatGPT, that's my ad, and be a diplomat at the same time. So that's the juggling we're talking about. Anyhow, a great session today, great set of discussions. I want to thank Joe Baratta for leading off the discussions as well as sponsoring the center. I want to thank the board as well. And before I forget, the Baratta Center team and the marketing team have done a tremendous job today to pull off the sessions, weeks and weeks of work. So I want to acknowledge them before I say anything further. So I think in terms of the plans for the next year or so, we have a lot of ideas on what we're going to do, a bunch of roundtables and working groups and a mini conference and so on. Much of that will be on the website pretty soon, but you'll also see some of the publications from our faculty, some of the op-eds we will write, including with Joe. I think we promised to write an op-ed pretty soon as well. So it's all of that coming your way. And if any of you here are interested, I have had many emails and LinkedIn requests, please do reach out to us to participate in the center's future activities. We welcome those. One last thing, and Max and I were discussing, we talked about this center being a bridge between business and government and academia, but also want to say society. I think we're discussing that's an area that we haven't quite tackled in our political or geopolitical discussion. That is one driver. And Joe mentioned the need for business to do good as well. That's an important theme that we'll pick up in the next few weeks. Now, before going to the secretary remarks, I want to actually announce the Georgetown Annual Global Citizen Award. It'll be starting next fall. So fall of next year, when you're here at the next conference, we'll announce the award. Until then, we will outline the details, design the award committee, the process for nomination, the process for selection as well. And so that'll be a way to recognize, I think, the balance we want to strike in this center, which is to combine business with government, with society and academia. So that coming soon. This is for Georgetown alums to begin with. So I think for those of you who are not alums, either take a class or when we reach that level in the next couple of years.